actually time for Cherylyn bands. Hi Chuckies, Cherylyn bands here. I'm back doing a brand new YouTube. I'm not really in the mood to do it, but a lot of people keep begging me to do it, so here we are. A lot of people been begging for stories time, so I'm going to do that as well. And a lot of people have been begging for a update on a YouTube that I did a long time ago, what was called Demented Diaries. So here we fucking are. So there was some drama a few years ago. I've never spoken about it, but today I'm going to do that. But before I get into that, I want to give everyone a little bit of a recap of what happened last time. So cut a long story short, years ago I had a run-in with an old bird a few streets over. Her name was Dot. She used to sit on her veranda and just stare at me. You know, looking me up and down every morning when I would go and do my walks for exercise sort of thing. It was like she had nothing better to do but to watch me walk by. You know, but I found out later from a neighbour that Dot actually was demented. Very fucked in the head, and it didn't sit well with me. So I actually said she should be locked up. So this neighbour, Kayla, she told Dot's daughter Kim what I'd been saying. So Kim came round with her husband, and he was being rough with my husband Terry, and anyway, she made all these threats. She was going to fuck me up and this, that and the third, and I'd never heard from her again. So cut to almost a year after that, and I never told anyone this, so I decided I was going to go and walk down that same street because I shouldn't be terrified in my own neighbourhood. So I thought, fuck it. So I walked down, and guess what? Dot's house looked practically empty. You know, the lawn was all overgrown and the windows looked dark. Curiosity got the better of me, so I walked up and I had a look through the window, you know, so I could have a peek inside, and there was like packing boxes everywhere. And I thought, fuck me, they've actually gone and locked the old cunt up, you know, in the nursing home. You know, her chair was still there on the veranda, the one what she used to sit in every day and watch me like I was some sort of show. Anyway, so I knocked on the front door and there was no answer, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to have a sticky beat. Sure enough, the grass was up to me fucking knees, and the back door was locked, but I noticed that the laundry window was open, so I climbed in. Now, let me just say, I wasn't there to cause any trouble, okay? I just wanted to have a look around inside. And I have to admit, she had a pretty decent-sized house. I went in the kitchen was nice, lovely. She had like a little dining table in the corner of the kitchen. Not the main dining table, that was in a different room, but on the little table inside the kitchen, there was all these letters and stuff, and one of them was from the Ellis nursing home, and it was actually a nursing home what specialises in demented, looking after care, demented care. So that actually was a relief. I thought, thank fuck they've locked her up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not heartless. I know some of you are watching this thinking about everything I said about her in the last Demented Diaries YouTube. Obviously, I said a lot of harsh things to Dot that day and about her in the YouTube and whatnot. But what you don't fucking realise is that in that moment, I was the victim as well. All I wanted to do was get my exercise in, but I had to deal with this old, sorry to say, lunatic demented bitch sitting on the front veranda watching me like I'm some sort of fucking target. Now, I've been through some pretty fucking traumatic stuff in my life, you have to admit. If you actually been through half the stuff that I've been through and some freak was staring at you, you would be in fight and flight mode as well. So in that moment, my instinct was to see Dot as the enemy. But the right choice was made. She was getting locked up and the fucking professionals couldn't look after her. So anyway, I started looking around the house. Some of the rooms were completely empty. It looked like they'd sold some of the furniture or something. But all her little ornaments and knickknacks and whatever, they were all packed inside these boxes. So I had a look through them. She had some pretty nice stuff, like those little crystal animals, like the deer ones. I thought she's not going to fucking miss those. So I pocketed a few of those. Oh, and then there was these gorgeous fucking ceramic Chinese cats. It was like you take the top off it and it was like a lid. It looked like a cat, and then like you go like that, and then the bottom of the cat was like a candle, but it had 2 wicks coming out of it. It was like one candle with 2 wicks. So the top comes off the top of a cat, but the top of the cat, ceramic cat, actually is a lid. And the bottom of it was the candle with 2 wicks. So it was like how do I say it? It was like, imagine you've got 2 candles, right? And they're stuck together. Like not glue, but the shape of it was like 2 candles in one. So that was like a candle like that, and then the lid, the top of the cat, was the top of the lid of the candle, and it had all these beautiful Chinese patterns on. Do you get what I'm saying to you? It was like, I'll put a picture up of it. Yeah, anyway, so as I was going through all of Dot's belongings, I noticed somebody was peering through the window at me. Fuck. So I walked to the front door and I opened it up and I walked out, and this lady was standing there and she said, "What are you doing in there?" I was fucking shit my pants at this point. I didn't know what to say. I was trying to think quick. I just said to her, "Hello, my name is Melissa, and I come from the Ellis nursing home. I'm just here to pick up a few things for Dot so she feels more at home at the Ellis nursing home." Yeah, poor thing. She seemed to buy it. She was like, "Yeah, we miss her a lot." And I said, "What's your name?" And she goes, "Valerie." And I said, "Oh, Valerie, yeah, of course. Dot mentions you a lot. She said she misses you as well." So she gives me this weird look and then she walks off, and then I went back into the house so I could try and find a few more things what I like. Anyway, so I knew I was pushing it at that point, so I left. I went around the back again, and then when I was coming out the front, there was this Valerie, but this time she was there with Kayla and Dot's daughter Kim. They were all standing there. And I thought, here we fucking go. And this Valerie, she says, "Melissa's just here collecting some of your mum's stuff so she can go drop it off at the nursing home." I wasn't sure if Kim even remembered who I was. I was just looking at her and she had like no reaction. And then I looked over to Kayla and she was laughing. So I was pretty sure that they knew that I was not lying, but sort of changing the truth sort of thing. They started playing mind games with me and they were asking all these stupid fucking questions. So very quickly it became obvious to me that they knew that I wasn't Melissa from the fucking Ellis Demented nursing home, and I'd been inside helping myself to all of Dot's belongings. Kim looks at me and she says, "What's in your pockets?" And I said, "Oh, the cats and the crystals." And Valerie walks over and she takes them out of my pockets, and I thought, okay, I'll keep my cool. And then Kim says, "You won't need to drop these off to Mum." And I said, "Why's that?" And then Kayla looks at Kim and she says, "Do you want me to tell her?" And then she goes, "Go on." And then Kayla said that Dot never made it to the nursing home because she died a few weeks before she was supposed to go in. Long story short, I knew I was in trouble. So I tried to make a run for it. The three of them cornered me in the street. Now you chuckies know I'm strong, you know I can defend myself, but when you got three against one, you know, I'm not too proud to say they kicked the absolute cunt out of me. I was left in a lot of pain. I walked home when they were finished with me. I walked through the door and Terry looked at me. He said, "What have you done? Who's bashed you up this time?" And I just thought, just leave it. I didn't tell Terry what happened. I didn't tell Desiree what happened. I never made a YouTube about it. Because, believe it or not, I didn't want to have to make Demented Diaries Part 2. Because that could potentially lead to me making Demented Diaries Part 3 and 4 and 5 and you don't want to see, well, you cunts probably do want to see that. But believe it or not, I don't want drama, so I knew the best thing would be to just shut me fucking mouth. But here we are, Demented Diaries Part 2, because I found out that just last year that Kim, Dot's daughter, had actually died of colon cancer. So I'm free to tell my truth. Who's going to stop me now? She might try and haunt me or something, but I'm very proficient in the dark arts. Do you think I'm going to be frightened of some stupid fucking ghost? So a lot of people were asking for Demented Diaries Part 2. Yeah, so I'm free to tell my truth. I don't have to worry about anybody trying to bash the absolute fuck out of me because they can't handle the fact that their filthy fucking demented fucked in the head mum is the neighbourhood sex pest. I can say whatever I want. Yeah, but colon cancer, I mean, life really does have a funny way of rolling itself out sometimes, you have to admit. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube. Make sure you click like and share it to all your friends, alright? Put it on your Instagram stories and let every bastard know that I'm back with a brand new YouTube. Also, you can go to cherylynbarnes.com. I've restocked my car freshener fragrances. They don't have to go in a car. You can put them in a room if you want. And I've got some new ones as well. The moist one. That's got like a sort of coconut smell. Also, I've got the new one in my Pussy range. This is Pussy Grape. It's me riding a big cat sort of thing. You can actually get a deal on all 5 of them, what I've got now as well. Check it out and get a good order. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Add me on my Instagram site at Cherylyn Barnes. Add me on my X site at Cherylyn Barnes. Click subscribe to my YouTube site so you'll be able to see all the YouTubes that I've done, and whenever I decide to do another YouTube again in the future days. And pussy kiss. And ciao for now, my chookies.